How's it going, YouTube? In this video I'm going to tell you a little bit about a bad wreck I was in. I know looking at the bike from right here, it doesn't look bad at all, does it? No, the bike actually fared really well considering. As far as me, I'm fine. I just kind of hurt my leg a little bit. I was wearing, you know, all my gear. Had a Icon Hooligan 2 jacket on. Kept the asphalt from eating me up. Had some Alpenstar gloves. My Icon Harbinger graphic Alliance helmet. And I had these Harley boots on. These are Gore-Tex. Great boots. But yeah, that kept me from really getting any damage. And I was wearing blue jeans as far as my legs go. Okay, I'll get more about that in a second. Let me talk about the bike. Well, what happened is I got hit by a Ford Explorer towing a trailer. And they just didn't see me is what happened. The SUV just grazed my arm. I just felt the wind as it went by, and then all of a sudden, bam. They were towing a trailer that was a little bit wider than the Explorer, and that's what hit me. Right in the leg. And so, a lot of the damage came from that. When it hit me, threw the bike over on its side. I went flying off down the asphalt and then rolled into the grass. The bike landed on the right side. And really the only damage on this side was the bottom fairing. And that's actually in pretty good shape. My biggest problem is it cracked my rear set right here, right down here, so it's not able to hold the brake lever on. My master cylinder's fine, so all I gotta do is replace this rear set. And I reinstalled it, you know, so I could ride in the meantime. I know that's probably not a good idea, riding without a rear brake, but what are you gonna do? So, I'm having trouble finding one of those. But, that snapped clean off when the bike went down. As far as the rest of this side, on this mid-fairing right here, not a hint of damage. Thanks to this frame slider. These things are invaluable. This took all of the force on this side. Definitely invest in some good frame sliders. Okay, moving around. On this side, you know, it hit me about here and, you know, went by and scraped at my generator cover a good bit. Bent this bracket. I've tried to bend it back out, but I'm just gonna have to replace it. See all the damage there? Kind of scraped along the mid fairing here, and cracked around this bolt. Small crack, hairline crack on this one. I'm probably gonna just keep this fairing because I think I'll be able to hold the bottom, the lower fairing to it. Maybe just put some washers to squeeze it on there, and I think it'll hold because I really don't have the money to replace this piece right now. But yeah, and it's mostly cosmetic damage on the generator cover. Also bent excuse me, I've been sick, so probably sound kind of rough, but it bent my clutch lever way out here. I attempted to bend it back. I'm afraid to bend it back any further because I'm afraid I'm going to snap it. So I might end up replacing this too. But as you can see, the bike fared really well. It's rideable. The only thing I've noticed is that the steering seems really loose. When I'm going down the road, it feels a lot more loose than it used to be. So I'm probably going to invest in maybe a GPR steering stabilizer. Kind of tighten that up. But yeah, that was my wreck. I fared really well considering. My buddy was behind me and he said, you know, I didn't have time to think about it, but he said my life flashed before his eyes. I thought that was pretty funny. But basically I just went flying off the side, skidded on the asphalt and rolled into the grass. Had to pick the bike up out of the road. And it cranked right up. There was a little bit of knock when I first cranked it up, but that went away. Didn't spill any coolant, any fluids. Pretty sure all the internals are good. But yeah, frame sliders definitely saved me a lot of money. These bar ends, also a good investment. Just, I mean, these are like a dime a dozen. Get you something. So, what to take out of this? Just, you know, ride safe. Always have on your gear. It's invaluable. As far as, you know, what kind of speeds we were going, I was only going about 30 miles an hour when it happened. The SUV was probably doing 60 when it hit me. But as far as the damage to them, my leg put a giant, you know, knee-sized dent in the wheel well, and I punctured one of their tires. But I'm really happy, you know, turned out for the best. It's good to be alive. And just ride safe, guys. Thanks for watching.